Welcome back. So this was an epic. This absolutely was an epic game. To me, if a game hits double overtime, that to me qualifies as an epic game. This series has been very, very close between these teams, and yet the New York Rangers yet to lose a game. Let's go through it. It's Freddie Anderson at one end, it's Igor Shesterkin at the other, and Igor once again showing what a big game goaltender he truly is. There's a near miss for Trocheck from the slot. Chatfield has a slot shot that's held as the Canes get some pressure. Cooley fires one wide on a rush. The Rangers, brief press follows for them. There's a near miss by Zibanejad in close. The shots are one apiece, 3 minutes into the game. Fox has a shot that deflects wide as the Rangers have some momentum. The Canes press at 3.5 minutes. Gensel's denied. The rebound's cleared. We get some Igor chance there. That was pretty common in this one. There's a near miss for Natchez on a rush. Drury's denied. Canes press after that. And then there was a goalie interference penalty to Cooley on a net drive, and that's where things started to get kind of chippy between these teams. You clip a goaltender, it's going to make people upset. So that happens. Burns has a shot that's saved. Aho fires one wide. Rangers clear it out. There's another clear. Nason with a net feed that misses. Rangers clear it again to finish off that power play. Trocheck has a net drive chance that's held. Lafreniere with a turnover chance that gets blocked. Then there's an arm save on a wrist shot by Slavin. Shots are 6-5 for the Canes at 9 minutes. Gensel fires one wide from the slot. Stahl has a rush chance that's kicked aside. Then there's a stretch pass to Wenberg, which kind of misses. However, right from the left circle, Lafreniere scores at 10:53. Miller and Wenberg with the assist, so Wenberg follows up there and gets the secondary assist. Freddie Anderson was screened on that, had no chance of making the save there. Canes look to respond. Then there's some goalie interference by Svechnikov that draws a crowd. So a Rangers power play is the result. And we'll see if this is a tit for tat throughout the series. I hope not, but we'll see. Early cycle, Kreider tips one wide. There's more cycling. Kreider has a chance that's caught and held. There's more cycling. Zibanejad has a shot that deflects out. Canes clear. There's a shorthanded rush by Stahl. That power play's killed off. Canes then press, and Jake Gensel ties the game at 15:07 from Aho and Svechnikov. He tips one in from the side of the net, so that ties the game at 1. Rempe then decides to get in really close on Freddie Anderson as he screeches to a halt when Anderson's got the puck, and that draws a crowd. It also causes some chance for Matt Rempe. Also causes the ref to come over and tell him, don't start. Teams trade turnovers. The Canes press with 3.5 minutes left. Trouba has a slot shot that deflects out. The fans call one. The referee does not. The dislike really amping up since the Svechnikov trip on Igor. We end up with 2 minutes of 4-on-4 because there's some pushing and shoving back and forth, and the ref just wants them to knock it off. And then during the 4-on-4 at 19:52, Orlov deflects one top corner. Shea and Aho with the assist. So suddenly, Carolina has themselves a lead. The Rangers weren't behind in that first round. I don't think at all. If they were, it was very brief. But either way, Carolina with a lead on the Rangers after the first and quieting down the MSG crowd pretty well. So we go to the second period. Trocheck can't bury one in close. Martinook has a shot that's blocked. The Canes press at 2 minutes. We have a power play for Carolina at last 2 seconds. Svechnikov takes a penalty. We have 1:58 of 4-on-4. Igor wins a race to a puck with Jake Gensel. Shea to Gensel, then there's a near miss. Burns with a one-timer. That goes wide as the Canes press. Teravainen has a net drive that's blocked. Comtois then has a chance that's held. The shots are 7-3 for Carolina at 6.5 minutes, but at 7:32, on a great pass to the net, Lafreniere buries one. Fox and Panarin with the assist. So yeah, 7:32 into the second period. This game's tied at 2. Canes look to respond. Wenberg to Cooley. There's a near miss there. Big hit by Trouba draws some cheers. In fact, Trouba was out there throwing the body around. He did take some penalties today, though. We get a power play for the Canes soon after. There's an early cycle. Burns has a shot that's held. Again, we get the Igor chance. More cycling. Then there's a near miss for Jarvis. A failed clear leads to Jarvis's next chance being held. We get some pushing, and then we have 1:10 of 4-on-4 as Gensel with a punch that was, they got to call that. So Gensel wasn't happy because he felt like he took a punch before that as well, but the one that he threw was more egregious and more obvious, and they're trying not to call things, and in that situation, I get it. Rangers cycle on their brief power play that follows the 4-on-4. There's a near miss for Zibanejad. Puck's cleared out. Everything gets killed off, so no harm, no foul there. Drury can't bury one in close. There's a press by the Rangers with 7 minutes left. The fans call when the referee does not. Trouba has a blast that's saved as the Rangers press. Teams trade turnovers. Neither team is getting sustained pressure. And then at 18-16, on a really nice pass from Aho, Jake Gensel buries one. D'Angelo with the other assist. And every time D'Angelo touches the puck, he's either getting booed or he's getting Boo Earns. But yeah, and obviously Brent Burns would get Boo Earns. But yeah, from the slot, Gensel makes it a 3-2 lead for Carolina. And then the Canes look for another. So it's 3-2 for Carolina after 2. It looks like, hey, they might be going home with a split. But third period early jump for the Rangers. Not that they can get to the net at that point. Orlov has a rush chance that's saved. Schneider fires one wide on a face-off win. Panarin's then denied on a turnover. Gustafsson to Kakko. There's a near miss there. Canes press at 3 minutes. Orlov has a backhander that's denied. The Rangers rush. Lafreniere with a net drive chance that's held. He's looking, of course, for the hat trick at that point. Miller has a shot that's tipped wide as the Rangers press, and they end up drawing themselves a power play. And then at 6:07, they score on it. Basically, Anderson fails to hold a puck, and Kreider buries it. Panarin and Trocheck with the assists there, so that ties the game at 3. Then Stahl to Jarvis near miss. So right away, the Canes are looking to get that lead back. Burns to Natchez near miss. Shea then has a shot that's held. Teravainen fires one wide as the Canes get some pressure. The next chance for Teravainen is saved. The Rangers rush the other way. Cooley then had a rush chance that's kicked aside. We get a power play for the Rangers. Early cycle, near miss Trocheck. More cycling. Puck's cleared out. There's a shorthanded 2-on-1. Brady Shea is denied during that. Pretty sure Igor chance happened there too. Panarin has a shot that's blocked. There's a near miss again for Trocheck. Roslovic's denied. Power plays killed off. The shots are 11-7 for Carolina with 7.5 minutes left. But of course, the one goal of the period belonging to the Rangers. The game really felt like next goal wins already. 7 minutes left in the third period, and obviously it was. Shoulder save on Shea. Next rush. Fans call one. The referee does not. Trocheck's net drive is saved. The Canes press with 2.5 minutes left. With 1:38 left, the Rangers get a power play. Aho protested all the way to the box. I think during the regular season he would have got the extra 2 for unsportsmanlike, but in the regular season he just would have gone to the box. He probably wouldn't have protested like that. So, there's a shorthanded rush. Igor makes saves of the game there, but back-to-back plays. And the power play carries into the overtime. So, we go to period number 4. The Canes finish the kill. There's a shoulder save on a Trocheck chance. Canes press are kept away from the net. Schneider gets shaken up on what was a trip. I initially thought it was a hit, but it was a trip. Canes press at 3 minutes. Aho's robbed on a net drive. The shots are 2-1 for the Rangers at 4.5 minutes. Roslovic has a 2-on-1 chance. That's saved. Kreider can't bury one in close for the New York Rangers. Gensel fans on a rush chance. Igor robs Aho, holds on. We get more Igor chance. Might be late in the night, but never too late for Ranger fans to chant for their goalie. Power play for the Canes, and it's Trouba's third penalty of the game. I'm sure that's something Peter Laviolette would like to see out of his game, because he can't be taking penalties like that. Even though the power play for the Canes has struggled so far, you don't want to give him too many chances. So there's an early cycle. Svechnikov fires one high, more cycling. Aho has a shot that's held. Natchez is denied. They cycle again late. Puck's cleared out. Power play is killed off. Trocheck has a rush chance that deflects out. The Rangers press with 9.5 minutes left. The fans call one. The referee does not. Zibanejad's then denied on a net drive. Anderson holds on there. Stahl can't bury one on a net drive of his own. Aho has a rush chance. That's held. Rangers press with 5 minutes left. The Canes get some pressure with 3.5 minutes left. Things are pushy on a hold by Zibanejad. Mika's denied on a 2-on-1 rush, meaning Zibanejad, of course, it's easier just to write Mika on the board. It's still 3-3 after the first overtime. So we go to period number 5, and this is the first time in these playoffs I do believe where I've needed to go to a second board, but here we are. Trocheck misses one high on a net drive. Natchez has a rush chance that's saved. Stahl had a chance it was saved. The rebound's cleared. Lafreniere to Trocheck gets picked off. Panarin has a slot shot that's saved. Canes have a 2-on-1 that draws a power play. The Canes cycle, it's cleared. There's more cycling. Burns has a shot that's blocked. Aho has a shot that's held. We get some pushing there. There's a near miss for Natchez. Power play's killed off. The Canes press at 6 minutes, and then we get a power play for the Rangers. There's an early clear. Panarin has a shot that's blocked, and then Trocheck turns around and wires one 5-hole from in close. Zibanejad and Panarin with the assists at 7:24 of, again, the second overtime, the 5th period of the game. The Rangers with the 4-3 double overtime win tonight to go up 2-0 in this series. Shots on net, 13-11 Carolina in the first, 12-9 Carolina in the second, 17-9 Carolina in the third, 10-8 Carolina in the first overtime, 5-2 Carolina in the double overtime. Igor kind of just stole this one from Carolina. Final shots are 57-39 for Carolina. Power plays tell the story again. 0 for 5 for Carolina, 2 for 7 for the Rangers. So if Carolina's power play was working for them, this series would at the very least be tied. Hits 34-24 for the Rangers. So again, not a lot of hitting in this series right now. Kind of to be expected with these two. Anderson, 35 saves on 39 shots. Shesterkin, 54 saves on 57 shots. And yeah, right now you could put a statue in front of MSG to Shesterkin and fans would be like, yep, that works. But let me know your thoughts in the comments section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I knew this was going to be a long review because double overtime and everything, so I wanted to make sure I got this in before the third period in the Dallas-Colorado game gets started, and here we are. So let me know your thoughts. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you guys so much for getting the channel above 315,000 subscribers. Crazy numbers. Thank you, each and every one of you, and I will talk to you again soon.